Greetings everyone, this is Instructor Mustafa from MedJ International Services located right here in the District of Columbia. Today I want to talk to you about my series of classes starting September the 28th, October the 5th, and October the 12th. The first class on September the 28th will be Situational Awareness in an Urban Environment. Situational awareness is the most important thing that you can have for your daily life. Because we all have to be situationally aware of what's going on in our environment. The who, the what, the when, the where, the why, the how, those are the pertinent questions in situational awareness. Who is over there? How many are over there? What are they doing? When did they get there? Why are they doing it? And where exactly are they? See, once you can add these classes to your everyday profile, you will be a better person for surviving. Because the thing is, with situational awareness in an urban environment, it gives you multiple tools on awareness. What to do, how to do it, when to do it, why you have to do it. See, the same thing that you're deploying and getting information from the assessment of what's going on in your environment are the same question that you have to ask yourself: are you ready to deal with? And are you ready to deploy it? Because you have to have a blueprint. And once you have a blueprint, a safety blueprint, then you can do more things and be prepared to do it, and it maybe have a better outcome. And 99.9% you'll probably have a better outcome because you're prepared. You've gone through these things in your mind. You've practiced these things already. So you have it would probably be a better outcome for you because you've been practicing. You are aware. You know what to do. You know how to do it. If you're driving in the car, you know you're more aware of what's going on beside you over here. Who is this over here? How many people are over there? If you walk into the store and you see a group of guys and stuff, maybe you don't want to go to that store. But if you do, now what do I do if something happens? I see 4 guys and stuff, what do I do? Possibly they may have guns, so what do I do? If I'm walking to my car, you see somebody in the park right across the street from you over here, and you got 2 or 3 guys over there, you need to look at these guys and see what's going on. But if you see them, are you ready to deal with them? Because once they see you, they probably already seen you coming. So now what do I do? Now, the same situation. If you're coming out of your home, going to your car, same thing. Situational awareness. If you're coming from your job, situational awareness. If you're going to the bank and this jugging thing that's going on, how many people are in that parking lot? How many people in that car that's parked over here, but they have a good vantage point of the ATM machine? When they see you take money out, now they see you, now you go to your car, now you get in your car, you leave, and now they're following you. But you still aren't aware of who's following you. You didn't see them when you came in the bank. You don't see them now that they're following you. So now they're waiting for you to stop. You get at a stop sign, they come out and get you. Or they follow you to your home and wait for you to get out your car and rob you then, and then possibly take you inside your home and steal more. Take more. You got to understand what's going on out here. This is a dangerous world that we live in, but preparedness is the key. So this situational awareness class is the most important class that I teach. Situational awareness in an urban environment. Understanding everything that's going on the inside and the outside, and I will give you the tools, the step-by-step tools on how to mitigate that threat. The next class is October the 5th. It's called The Rush. Understanding the threat and the distance of the threat. Understanding the threat and understanding the distance of the threat. See, the rush is that when they get out, when you've been identified by these miscreants, evildoers, whomever you want to call them, or whatever you want to call them, it's that they see you and they target you, and when they get close enough to you, they get out and they run. They come and get you. They're coming to get you, running with a firearm in their hand pointing at you. Because you didn't see this car over here that's been trailing you for the last 5 blocks. You didn't see them because you've been so busy doing other things, either on your phone, or you got something going on in your mind, or whatever. You just had a bad day at work. Your boss, your lady, your man, whatever it is that's going on, you're focusing on that, but not focusing on them. Once you come outside, you got to delete all of that. All that extra emotional stuff going on, because if you're walking around here unprepared, they can see that you're unprepared. They can see that you aren't focused on them and what's going on, your surroundings, what's happening around you. Deal with that by understanding the distance of the threat. You've targeted and you understand what's over here. So now if you see them and they may be outside the car, now we're talking about 50 feet, we're talking about 100 feet. You have to make that assessment immediately on what's going on. Because if you don't, you allow them to get close enough to you. And once they get close to you, now they can do the things they want to do to you. Either they got a knife or they got some kind of object to try to rob you. It's going to be a knife or a gun. Ain't nobody bringing no rocks, no plates, no sticks, no bats anymore. They're bringing knives or guns. So once you identify that from 50 feet that, hey, these guys, I've got a bad feeling about these gentlemen over here, these young guys over here, these young ladies over here. I got a bad feeling. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to turn around and go the other way, because you've already noticed them. You understand the distance. You see the distance of the threat. But you have to be aware, is it 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 feet away from you? And if you do, how many of them are there? What are they doing? What are they saying? Are they coming at you? Are they looking at you? Are they talking about you, looking at you? Well, you know the threat is coming. So now what do you do? If you have a firearm, you can't just take your firearm and just start shooting at somebody because you have ID'd them. So now you have to take strategic measures. Cross the street. They cross the street, you know something's going down. So now you gotta say, hey, what's up? Now it's time to start talking. What's up? Why you following me? Get loud. What's up? Now if you have a firearm, you get your firearm ready, but you're looking for cover now. Because you've identified the threat and you see the distance of it, and they're closing ground rapidly on you. So now you got to make a decision. Can you get to your car and turn around and go? Can you cross the street? But if you cross the street, is there cover for you? So if you have to fight, if you have to have a gunfight, at least you have cover to defend yourself. But now you notice there are 3 people, so now they're trying to, one coming this way, one trying to flank you to the right, one trying to flank you to the left. Now they kind of come around you and come on you like this. So now you have to be at an advantage, have an advantageous position in your cover to take off that one, to take off that one, and to take off that one. And you got to move. Take your shots, move. If you don't have a firearm and you have a knife, now again, if they have a gun, can't take a knife to a gunfight. But at least you've noticed what's going on and you understand the threat. You made an assessment. Now it's time to run. And if you got to yell, but don't say help, because people hear help and they'll turn over and go right back to sleep. Yell fire, 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 fire as loud as you can. Fire, 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 fire. And hopefully somebody start coming back out and they'll leave. The people will leave. Because most of the time, they're not trying to bring attention to what they're doing. They're trying to hit you and move quickly. That's all they do, is trying to get you just like this. They want to get you quick. The next class is how not to be carjacked. Understanding how not to get carjacked. Understanding how not to get carjacked. Same thing with situational awareness, same thing with the rush, it's the same thing with carjacking. You have to identify the threat before the threat happens. But I'm going to give you some tools on what to do, how to do it, where to do it, when to do it. These are the keys of making good decisions when you're in the shit. I'm going to reiterate that. Making good decisions when you're in the shit. Because when you're in it, you don't have time to be improvising, even though sometimes you have to improvise. But if you have a plan, a strategic plan on safety, and you looked at this and you worked this and you practice this with yourself and with the family, you practice on going to the car, you practice being at the gas station, what I need to do while I'm at the gas station. And I have a video on that, and that's going to be, of course, in the topic of discussion is being carjacked at the gas station, being carjacked outside your home, being carjacked outside of an event, being carjacked at church, being carjacked at the light, being carjacked at the stop sign, being carjacked coming from the bank, taking out X amount of dollars, and they're looking at you. Now they're following you. Now they're ready to carjack you. Listen, these 3 classes, situational awareness in an urban environment, the rush, understand the distance of the threat, and how to prevent from being carjacked are 3 of the most important classes and trainings that you could ever have. Because you can get the bag, you can get your money, you can get your home, you can dressing, you can do all the things that you want. You can buy endless properties, but if you don't have a plan of protection, and when they come to get you, you don't have a plan, then you're going to be a victim. And hopefully they don't take your life while they're victimizing you. So look, these classes start September the 28th from 10 to 1, October the 5th from 10 to 1, and October the 12th from 10 to 1. I have a flyer that's out, and you can scan the QR code, go right to the registration page, go to the information about the classes and what you need to do. Listen, I want to help you help yourself. I'm in the life-saving business. That's what I do. That's what I've always done. I'm trying to save your life. I'm trying to let you have more longevity on the planet by having a blueprint of safety and security. Check me out. Check out the flyer. It's coming to a social media platform near you. And look, I'm ready for you to come to these classes and get this information and learn how to defend yourself. Remember, stay ready so you don't have to get ready.